Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. I make koala content that nobody really asked for. In today's video, we actually have a Monster High related video, and this video almost did not come to be because I was really mad at Monster High because of the Creeproduction Wave 3 launch. So I got some of the dolls, but not all of them at first, and I was like, you know what? I was so mad at them that I didn't want to talk about these dolls. Like, I was gonna buy my dolls and be quiet about it, but it all worked out for me in the end because I did manage to get all the Creeproductions, but it was a journey to get here. So today we're mostly going to be focusing on the Toralei one from the Wave 3 Creeproduction, and I was very excited to get her because I was excited for all of them because these are my favorite Monster High releases, and it's a shame that they always come to be difficult. You know what I mean? Like, why can't they make things easy for collectors? But it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about that because I don't work for Mattel, and they like to fire people lately, so that's a whole tea for a different day. But here's the Toralei doll. Now, I didn't really have troubles getting her just because I feel like they pretty much did a good job stocking or restocking the Toralei and Operetta dolls, but Reality Persephone or a different story. But it's Toralei's turn, so let's take a look at her. So she has the standard like Creeproduction box where they kind of replicate the original boxes, of course, with a few changes. It has like the asymmetrical like box, you know, it's not like perfectly even. It kind of looks like a, what's those called, like those full binders, you know, like a folder or something. And of course, like when it comes to Creeproductions, all their boxes are like the same. The only thing that changed about them, like with the basic premise of the box, the only thing that changed about them is to fit the character. So here what the box looks like. And of course, in the back of the box, it has a little information about the character. Like, her name is Toralei, and so her age is 15, but she's still on her first 9 lives, which is really funny. Her pet is Sweet Fangs, which is a pet saber-toothed tiger cub. Okay, and then her favorite food is milkshakes and anchovies separately, not mixed together. And her BFFs are Reality and Persephone. And of course, since this is an international release, you know, international fans never get them. They have different languages on the box too. And of course, there's like a whole bunch of little Easter eggs throughout the boxes. So I really do love the box. Like, when it comes to Monster High, I tend to keep them in boxes, but since the Creeproductions are so special to me, I tend to buy 2, have 1 in box, 1 out of box, just because these are awesome. So again, I wish these Creeproduction lines like launch better because I feel like this is the 3rd time around and we're still having issues. I'm like, come on, Mattel, get your act together. You're a multi-million-dollar company. Like, all of this could have been email. This could have been email. So let's take her out of her prison, her box prison, and see what she looks like out of the box. Alrighty, I freed Toralei from her plastic prison, and I'm not gonna lie, right away, this doll slays. She is so cute. Now, one thing, her hair gel to the max, like, yikes, but I understand when you had that type of bob, flyaways happen so easily, so it's very gel down, but again, stunning. And she's supposed to be an orange tabby, which I love. She is so cute. Now, I'm a little bit biased towards Reality and Persephone just because they're gray cats and I own a gray cat, but I do love orange cats, and I love that she has bright green eyes and she's really cute. So let's take a look at the doll herself. So here is her hair. Of course, it's in this bob style, and because Gen 1 Toralei has short hair, the new one has long hair, which is fine. I don't mind either way. And I mean, I'll talk about the new one, I'll talk about Gen 3. And she has a lot of different colors mixed into her hair right here. She has some light orange, dark orange, so there's definitely some mixture there. And of course, on the side right here, she has her iconic stripes, just because she is supposed to be like a tabby cat. And she actually has stripes on her face as well. And one thing I do love about the Toralei doll is that she has pierced earrings. Pierced ears to wear earrings. Like, I just love when they have animal ears with with earrings. I think it's super, super cute. So I love that they did that for Toralei when they first designed her, and that they kept that in this doll. And sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze for a second. I'm like, of course I would sneeze while reviewing a cat girl doll. And then here is her outfit, which is really cute. She's very covered. Reality and Persephone are definitely sharing more skin. Here, I will show you them. I should have showed them together in my Reality and Persephone video, but Like, you can just see a little bit of a difference there. I want to see the cat girls together. But yeah, she is very cute, and she has this long shirt with this jacket, and I believe this is all 3 different pieces. So she has this jacket which has this really cool pattern on it. I like that, and I love like the glittery trim. Super cute. And ooh, that's cool. I didn't know that in her collar here she has spikes. Like, okay, Toralei, I see why she's a favorite among people. Her doll is really cool. And of course she has like this long blouse that has some asymmetry in it, and of course with stripes, because hello, her name is Toralei Stripes. And then she also has, oh, these pants are cool. I never had the original Toralei doll, so this is kind of like me at least seeing what she is in like real time. And then she has these pants right here, which are like leggings, and they have cutout holes in it, and underneath they have like this red mesh. That is really cool. And of course she has some stripes on her legs, and she has some ankle boots, which are really cute too. They're just ankle boots with some straps on them. And this doll is really cute. I really do love that she has, again, and they could have printed that to make it cheaper, but the fact that they didn't, I love like the cutouts of her pants with the mesh underneath, just because, okay, totally random, but one of my cosplay besties, Maya, when we did Tiki and Black, she had like ripped pants with like the color underneath it, but it was green, not red. So this kind of reminds me of my friend Maya's plaid costume, so that's really sweet. Oh, and Toralei also had this belt, and she also has Lord-on gloves, which are really cool as well, but no jewelry pieces besides the ears. But yeah, this doll is awesome. As I said, I never had the original Toralei doll, so I'm so happy to have her now in my hands. And I said, one thing that's really nice about the Monster High Creeproductions is you don't have to worry about like blue seepage, just because like that's one thing that I do worry about when collecting Gen 1 dolls from when they're first time they're released, because that's the main problem they have is like the hair seepage and have that damaged dolls. But it's really nice that they have these Creeproductions and you don't have to worry about that so much. Now, my one complaint about Toralei is I really don't like her tail. I don't like the shape of it, basically. I wish it was curled in more or something. I just don't like how it's just sticking out like that, to be honest. But I think it's supposed to be more down, which is fine. But I think the shape of the tail just looks a little bit weird. But it is what it is. But this doll is solid, like 10 out of 10. I think they did a great job. Like, she is perfect. Again, I'm holding back a lot because I could make so many cat puns right now because I watch Miraculous so much, but I'm holding myself back. But she is really cute and I love her a lot. And I do own one Gen 1 Toralei doll. Do you remember, like, you know those things sometimes you see online where people like will steal the doll and repackage it with a different toy, and most of the time the toy is worse than the doll they stole? But when the Gen 3 dolls came out, somebody actually swapped out the Gen 3 Toralei with a Gen 1 Toralei. It was when she's a superhero and with a custom outfit from Etsy. I'm like, hello, that doll is worth much more than the Gen 3 Toralei doll. So my brother bought her for me because he thought it was funny. So she does look like her Gen 1 counterpart because I do have one of them. And yeah, and so that's the one great thing about these Monster High Creeproductions, is just how well they stick to their original source, because we can see some reproductions of dolls once in a while or toys, and even though they're a reproduction, they are quite questionable. Like, remember the Bratz ones? Some of those are questionable, but like they nail when Mattel, that's one thing Mattel does, is they nail reproductions. They just don't nail launches, because again, this mess was kind of a launch. This mess was kind of, oh my gosh, this launch was a mess as always, because you think by the third time around Mattel would have their act together. They don't. I feel like they did a pretty decent job stocking Toralei and Operetta. I feel like if you wanted those two, you were able to get them. But when it comes to Reality and Persephone, you are not able to get them. And I got, so when the drop first happened, I couldn't afford all of them just because I didn't get paid until the day after the creeproductions. So I thought I would just like, I knew Meowity and Persephone were sold out right away, and they did, and didn't get them until way later. So watch that video for more information on that. But I managed to grab one Toralei from Amazon when they had like the influencer link, and then they had like, I forgot which influencer was like Clear Nile, or like, if you're in the Monster High community, you know who they are. They always send out the links. So I bought a pre-order from a Feast of Operetta and Toralei, bought one of each from that. And then Big Bad Toy Store had stocks of these for a bit on their website right after the launch, so I bought from them when I got paid. And the ones I kept in box are from Big Bad Toy Store, and I recommend buying from them just because, like, you know, you do have to pay $4 for shipping. They do package their stuff better than on Amazon, so the ones I did unbox were from Amazon. And my boxes came pretty okay. Like, Operetta's box came beat up, but Toralei box came fine, so I didn't really have trouble with Amazon for once. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. So, and again, I know a lot of Monster High fans complain about people buying more than one of the dolls. I'm like, no, I can understand you buy like 5,000 of them. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with you? But you want to buy two to have one in box and out of box? I don't feel like that's that weird. And if you have a problem with that, maybe you should go to therapy. Like, who are you hurting, right? How is that hurting you, right? The collectors who buy two, right? The in-box and out-box are not the one hurting the buying experience. The people, like, who are ruining it is the scalpers. And the people who buy from scalpers are also ruining it for other people. So maybe you should focus on that issue and not fans buying two to have one in-box, out-of-box, because that's not weird. Okay? I'm saying this as a person who has 6 Cat Noir dolls of the same doll, so I can't really say anything, but that's a different story. But yeah, here is a Toralei, and I love her a lot. I think she might be my favorite from this round. I think she slays. So I'm so happy to finally have Toralei, just because I had to admit it. I just love cat girls. What can I say? I just love cats in general. Like, I was not a cat person, and I'm still not really a cat person. I'm still more of a dog person, but after having Little Demon and Miko, I do love cats. Meow, you know? And I do have, like, a lot of cat dolls, but more like cat boy dolls, just because I do have a lot of Cat Noir. But yeah, I do love cats, so. And with these Monster High Creeproductions, they go in with their stuff that they came with other than the dolls. So of course, with Monster High Gen 1 dolls, they do come with the stand. And I don't know what Toralei's original stand color was. I don't know if it was black or they just changed it for black for the Creeproductions, but everybody in this Creeproduction had black hairbrushes and black stands, and I don't know if that was just how they were originally or they just changed that for the Creeproductions. But I had to make that note that their stance is the typical Monster High stand, but it's black, so, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. And then of course she comes with a black hairbrush, just one, and she also comes with a purse, and this is her purse right here. Really cute. It's just like a little handbag with some claw marks. Cute. And like, one thing I also love about the cat girls in general, like Toralei and the twins, is that they're like red and black, and I'm a sucker for red and black. Like, that's like my favorite colors together. And she also comes with her little saber-tooth cat, which is a weird pet. I'm sorry. Weird, but he's still cute. Okay, Diego. His name is not Diego, but I'm just gonna call him Diego for now, from Ice Age. And I didn't know that he had a bandana. That's really, really cute. So that's the little pet. And of course, she also comes with her diary, which I'm pretty sure is the same as her original diary, just has more languages in it, because international releases, you know, international fans never get these dolls, unfortunately, which again, Monster High should fix. And again, I'm not afraid to call out, you know, bullshit from companies, just because I said around again. But I feel like when it comes to the Monster High community, especially the influencers, especially the higher up influencers, I feel like they're butt kissers. I feel like they never call out Monster High for their bad behavior just because they want to stay on their good side, to stay on the PR list and go to events, which I find stupid because I believe that your audience should come first before your money. But that's just who I am. Not everybody can have morals. But yeah, here's her diary. Super cute. Just have information on her. Love it. And that's all she comes with in her box, of course. So let's take one more last look at the doll, then I will set you free. So here's the Toralei Stripe doll one more time. And I think she's solid, like definitely like a 10 out of 10. I have no complaints about her. I think she's absolutely stunning. So I'm very lucky to have her. So, and that's where we're going to end the video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you didn't find this video boring or cringy, and I'll catch you in my next one. I have no idea what it is, but it's probably going to be Monster High related. So stay tuned for that. And until then, goodbye.